Hello, Dave.
Testing 1, testing 2, 3. Hello.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. Let's see, when I last talked to you, I had the first injection, right?
Yeah. When yesterday or today?
Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. You had a problem? No.
The only thing is maybe a headache. I'm not sure. My arm was okay. I went and drummed yesterday.
Okay, yeah, okay, it's okay.
Like a little bit of a it's similar to a headache when I have too much sugar. So
no, I have only my problem with the pain in the
arm.
In the arm. But I got my injection in maybe in the morning, and the pain started in the afternoon, late afternoon.
Okay.
But strong. And I put the ice.
Right. Good.
And in the night, I had the same problem. When in the morning I wake up, okay, the pain is less.
Okay.
And when I in the night, pass. That's
right. So let's think about this. We're talking about the past, so we have to change some of the words. When I woke up.
Woke up. Yeah.
When I woke up, I didn't have a problem, or I didn't have the pain.
I did it. I woke. Yeah.
It comes with practice.
No. This I know. Or the problem is when I talk, my feeling is exciting.
Sure.
And I try the exactly word, and I create in my mind the confusion. Maybe I try the exactly word, but I don't remember the time, the verb. Okay, maybe one time I grow up.
When I am in a conversation speaking Spanish, I want to go back to English because I can't think in Spanish as fast as English. And yeah, it gets frustrating, or I make the mistakes.
Okay.
But yeah, hey, it means that you're pushing the envelope. This is good.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's jump here. We are going to go right into, I don't see it. Where's my screen share? Huh. Oh, I see what it did because it opened up. All right. So we have been talking recently about how we can use adjectives for comparing two things. Two things have more, one has more of the quality or less of the quality. So let's look at our words today. We have cheap, cheap, delicious, fancy, small, talented, talkative.
Yeah.
All right, so if we want to say
okay,
less or more, what do we do for these?
Okay.
So cheap, we usually want to go, cheap is already one direction, right?
Yeah.
So how do we go in
Cheap
more in that
is
direction?
cheap is
Cheaper.
cheaper,
Okay.
and delicious is more delicious,
All right.
fancier,
Good.
smaller,
Mm-hmm.
more talented,
Good.
and more talkative.
Excellent. All right. So you've got them all here. All right. So go ahead and let's fill these in.
Okay. And Jack's tie is fancier than John's tie.
Okay. I guess that's an opinion.
Okay.
I don't know which one I say is
Okay.
fancier, but so two objects here we're comparing.
Yes, is about two objects is a fancy.
Two objects that are fancy.
Two
One is
objects.
fancier. Now
Is
think
the tie.
about sure. So let's think about fancier refers to the design or the fabric or the print. So basically how decorated it is.
Fancier. Okay, it's more fantasy. Yeah. I translate.
Another word is elegant.
Elegant.
So elegant is not something that you can easily measure. What you would think about is your personal opinion, or you might think about the collective opinion that more than half the people agree that both ties are fancy. First, you have to have a direction, fancy, describe, right? So we have other ties that we say these are not fancy. What would be the opposite of fancy?
No elegant. No elegant.
So instead of using the word not, we have to try to find the word that would go in that direction. Simple.
Simple.
Simple or perhaps basic. Depends what it is.
Yeah, in my opinion, simple is in the middle.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe, whoa.
So, and even then, simple to complicated, you know, like the eye is complicated on the eye. So fancy is definitely an opinion.
Okay.
All right. But in this case, somebody is saying Jack's tie is fancier. All right. Now let's look at the computer and the printer, and we see price tags.
Okay. And the computer is cheaper than the printer.
You think so? So the computer costs less money?
No, no, sorry. Is the printer.
Okay.
Is opposite. Yes, the printer is cheaper than the computer.
Very good. And you know, last winter last year we brought my printer down, and this year I was going to, and then I forgot, and now we don't have one here. But when I was in Walmart is crazy, right? We're looking at, and I saw a printer was $50, $49. That's cheap. Probably good for here where I only need a few times a year.
The problem is when is cheaper, the printer, I don't know the name with the color.
The tints or the dye.
Yeah, is more expensive.
Ah, yes, that could be.
Because maybe with the
cartridge,
the cheaper printer, sorry, you repeated the word.
It's a cartridge, one word. I'll spell it. CART. R-I-D-G-E.
Cartridge.
C-A-R-T-R-I-D-G-E.
Okay. Is
Like a cassette, but yeah, it has the dye in it.
Yeah. Is it during last time?
Yeah, you
Okay.
only get, it costs you like 50 cents a copy.
Okay.
It's crazy. Yeah, the bigger ones, you can put the liquid in yourself, so you only change the color you need. And sometimes instead of having 3 colors, they do more colors.
Yeah, black, red, and
Yellow,
blue.
but
Blue,
cyan, magenta.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, you have a good point. The box is cheaper, but the parts are more expensive.
Sorry, okay, I found the exactly page.
Okay. Yes, we lost
we have the word. Okay.
But here we have to look at their faces and see that he's happy and she doesn't look so happy.
Yeah. Okay. And the chicken is more delicious than the meatballs.
Do you think that's why she doesn't look too happy?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I saw now. I understand now. Okay, is inverse, and the meatballs is more delicious than the chicken.
Okay. Now remember, in count versus non-count, you will be using R.
More
The meatballs are.
R. Yes, it's plural.
Meat is not countable, but the balls, because of the size, they're countable.
Yeah. R.
All right, now we have 2 people. We can see they are talking. We don't know the words, but we have Dick and Rick.
Okay, I cried. Okay. And Rick is more talkative than Dick.
Very good, for sure. At least 50% more.
Yeah. Okay.
Now this one's interesting. I get different opinions for this one. Carla's car and Carol's car.
Okay, the car is okay, and the Carol's car is smaller than Carla's car.
Okay. So we're guessing because she doesn't have a top of the car, she's taller, or the car is shorter, smaller.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. All right, now we have talented Fred and talented Frank.
Yeah. And Frank is more talented than Fred.
Okay, and here's a good example where we could also use less. So we could say Fred is less
talented than Frank.
Excuse me.
No problem.
Yeah, so both work.
Okay.
And I always like to think that the longer the word, when you get into 3 and 4 syllables, that's where we probably use less and more.
Yeah.
The shorter words, we generally use opposites or we use more. Honey is sweeter than sugar. Coffee. Go ahead, let's do it together.
Honey is sweeter than sugar. And sorry?
Coffee is stronger
than tea. Hours are longer than minutes. 30 is larger than 3. Peaches are softer than apple. Pepper is hotter than rice. Pears are bigger than lemons. Nothing is colder than ice.
You know, something funny here, it is, I think, too hot for the pears. So the pears come from either like New Jersey or maybe from another country. The lemons here are almost as big as an orange. So here the lemons seem bigger than pears.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because I'm not used to seeing like I have an avocado that
Avocado,
is
yeah.
this big.
Avocado? Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh my God.
This
Is it look like the papaya?
it kind of looks like papaya, I agree. And for papaya, this would be small. But we're going to eat that for dinner tonight. We're going to make that part of our dinner. And we thought about doing it earlier, and now I can tell it is very ripe. All right, so peaches have peppers are ripe. Nothing is colder than
ice.
Ooh, I don't know. Oh, that's listening. Never mind. You know, I have the CD for some of this stuff, but
And yeah, I have the CD for the next book.
The green book.
Green book. I have the CD.
All right. Well, let's go with this. What should they do? All right.
Okay.
So let's remember, should is either we're asking for an opinion or giving an opinion or some advice.
Yeah.
Or we are trying to encourage somebody to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Like if you find money on the floor, we say you should give it back to the person, find the owner. So opinion. All right, call the dentist, call the police, fire him,
fire her, rent
a video,
plant some flower. Okay. In this morning, I went to got MRI in my shoulder, and when I finished, I talked with the nursery, and she say, "Okay, you are finished. Okay." I say I use the show. I don't know is it correct. I should. I say I saw, Madame. I should go to the reception or I'm finished. She understand me. I don't know. Is correct the phrases?
Well, you're close. Just start the sentence with should. Should I? Should I go to the reception?
Oh, maybe yes. Is a question. I say should I? No, I should.
But,
okay, but I should.
I
say no. Yeah, I. Okay, maybe is a no. If it is a no question. No.
Then you would say, yeah, I will, or she could tell you, you should go to the receptionist.
Okay.
Yeah, she might. You could ask her the question, what do I do now or next? Yeah. And she could say, oh, you should take this paper to the receptionist.
But should I is correct. I was. Okay.
But you were feeling it. I like this. The other student, he is working for a painter who speaks English and Spanish, but he is listening to more English now. And so he's learning a little quicker.
No, I'm surprised me that I don't use a can, but I remember use should.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
My gardens look terrible. You should plant some flowers.
I agree.
Okay.
Number 2.
Yeah. Harvey has a very bad toothache.
All right, so this is a hard one. Remember, we have backache,
okay,
headache.
toothache.
Perfect.
Okay, toothache. And you, no you, and he should call the dentist.
Sounds like a plan. Okay.
Okay. My husband and I want to see a movie tonight, and we should rent a video.
Okay. I could say either you could use we or I could use you, plural.
Okay.
Either one.
A thief stole my daughter's new bicycle.
Ooh.
Well, and you should call the police.
Of course.
Okay. The people at the ice company think that Jennifer is capable and talented.
Okay. So what is she capable of?
Yeah. And okay, you should and hire her.
Sure. So
Okay.
what does capable mean?
Capacità.
All right.
Capable, is that right?
So
Capacità.
capaz.
Okay.
So we don't actually have that word broken down, but the closest one would be abilities. Abilities, and then also some qualities that could come under talented.
Yeah.
Like if she's good at talking with other people, but capable could mean makes good decisions. She uses the computer well. She's independent.
Is a skills. No?
The skills. Thank you. Beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Miss Hunter is upset because her secretary falls asleep at work every day. Oh my God. Okay. And
so what does upset mean, first of all?
Upset is hungry.
It can be angry for the extreme.
Yeah.
If it's not as bad, we might say bothered,
upset,
perturbed, but bothered is annoyed.
Okay.
Annoyed is not after one time. The first time it bothers you. After many times.
Okay, annoyed, fussing. Okay.
Right. So after 3 or 4 times, like the first time you see a mosquito, you don't like it. It bothers you. Then the mosquito keeps coming. Now it annoys you.
1, 2, 3.
Then it ruins your evening and you leave. It upsets you.
Yeah.
So upset would be the extreme.
Okay.
And you probably get angry also. Yeah. So what should she do?
And you should fire him.
But maybe his wife just had a baby and he's not getting much sleep, so maybe she has to wait for 2 or 3 more months.
Maybe he and what he sorry, he was sick in the night.
Right, awake all night or something. Yeah. Well, you know, maybe he can do his work at home when the baby is sleeping. All right. Should. Should he
Should
call?
he call or should he write? He should call tomorrow night. Should I keep it or give it back? You should wear it or give it to Jack. Should I stay or should I go? Don't ask me, I don't know.
You cannot give opinions if you don't know, right?
Yeah.
All right. In this section, you get to make the decision because each option has something that is good about it. So, for example, this car is useful. For example, for me, I can carry my drums or go camping.
Okay.
But this car is exciting if I don't have to carry things and I want to, hey, look at me, look at me.
It's a sport car. Yeah.
It's a sports car, exactly. So I don't have money for a sports car, so I changed the color of my hair and my shirt.
Okay.
All right.
It's
So we're going to show both options here, but you can choose one or the other when you do it.
okay.
All right, go ahead.
Should I buy a van or a sport car? I think you should buy a van because vans are more useful than sport cars.
Okay.
Or
remember the S here,
sports cars.
car. That one, because the K sound, the ka from car, you really need to push the words apart and add the space so you can hear the S.
Dave, now, okay, the S is for the plural, but why is both they use the S for the plural?
Well, yeah, it's a good question. So if I had one, it would be a sports car. I don't know because motorsports, racing or something. I don't even know where they got the name sports.
Okay. But
because if I said baseball car, I wouldn't say baseball's car or.
But in singular, I say car. I say same sports, also only sport.
All right. If you are going to talk about only one or the other, then they are usually both single or one is a group and the other is a group. So here we are talking about the class of a vehicle or the kind of a vehicle. So you have economy cars, you have mid-size cars, sedans, then you have minivans, vans.
Yeah, I understand.
You have sports cars. For whatever reason, sports is an S. I don't know if that means it is plural or not.
Okay.
But you should buy a van because vans, all vans, are more useful than all sports cars.
Yeah, vans is plural.
So there we go. Okay. And compare. All right, now we're on the other side.
And or I think you should buy a sports car. Okay, this is the simple singular, but is a sports same. Because sports cars are more exciting than vans.
And yes, the S is just part of the name.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other sports are. Maybe they're talking about fast cars. So some fast cars are legal for the road and others are only for competition, but they're all sporty.
Yep.
Which is why people would like to race these cars and get a ticket. All right, so that was
Okay.
good. Go ahead, number
Should,
2.
should she buy a bicycle or motorcycle? Okay. I think she should buy a bicycle because and motorcycles and are faster than bicycle.
Okay, so you think she should buy a motorcycle because motorcycles are faster than bicycles. And
Okay.
you know what? In the Philippines, that would be good advice because the bicycles are okay for downtown, but only for downtown. They don't have trucks or other so much downtown, but on the highways, the bicycle would be very dangerous. And the motorcycle's the minimum.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, number 3.
And should we move to Weston or Easton?
So one is quiet and the other is beautiful.
Yeah. I think you should to move.
We don't know 2. I think you should move.
Okay, when you should no use
Not
to.
use the
Yes, got it.
2.
Yeah. You I think you should move to Weston.
Okay.
To Weston, and because Easton.
Because Weston
because
is
Weston is more quieter.
So we can't say more quiet. Quieter.
More quieter. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the sound. The quieter. Okay, is quieter to.
Remember comparison.
Sorry.
We need to use
okay, quieter, and then Houston, but I don't use exciting. Okay.
That's okay. We don't. So I think you should move to Weston because Weston is quieter than Easton. But I am a noisy person, so I think we should move to Easton because Easton is more beautiful than Weston.
I don't need the exciting in this case.
There's no need. It's not part of the example.
Because I confuse it because I won't try the position for exciting. Okay, but okay.
I mean, you like if you didn't have an example of like the word fast, you could say, I think you should buy a motorcycle because it's more exciting. Sure.
No. Okay, now I understand.
So
okay,
you can definitely use it, just not in these given examples since
okay.
they chose the words.
Okay. Should he buy the four? What is four?
I remember paludo.
Okay. Yeah. Full hat or the letter hat.
Okay.
I think, and he should buy the fancy
You said after, by the leather hat.
Oh, okay, the leather hat, because is fancier than the fur hat.
Good. I think you should buy the leather hat because it is fancier than the fur hat.
Okay.
And now it is not winter anymore, so we don't need a warm hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I vote for Alan Lane or George Gray?
I think you should vote for George Gray.
Yeah, me too. I think you
should vote
for George Gray because he's more honest than Alan Lane.
Good. More honest. All right, we have Mr. Hall and Mr. Hill.
Should we hire Mr. Hall or Mr. Hill? And I think you should hire and Mr. Hill because he is more capable than than Mr. Hall.
But you know what? Your pronunciation is the way the rule would be capable, or you make you think it would be capable.
Okay.
So capable. Yeah, you think it would be capable because there's no E here to change the vowel.
Okay.
And there's no second vowel here to change the A to make it A. So,
okay.
All right. Should he go out with Patty or Pam?
Okay, I think you should go. I think you. Okay, yeah, I think he should go out with. Oh my God, I don't like it both. Patty, because she is more interesting than Pam. Okay.
Probably have more things to talk about.
It's a hard decision.
I know. All right, good.
Hardest decision. Harder.
Anyway, it was a hard decision. Yeah. Right, so now we have our pronouns that are possessive.
Mine.
So mine.
His.
Hers.
Ours. Yours. Theirs.
And remember, except for mine, they end in an S. Okay. So if you leave off the S, you're using an adjective.
Okay.
All right.
Is this Michael's cell phone? No, it isn't. Is.
Okay. So a lot of the times, actually, whenever we're using any of these, we're going to have it separated by a form of to be, either in the present, the past, the future.
Okay. And
we can negate it. So it could be his, or maybe it isn't his, but either way. Try that with number 2.
Are these your safety glasses?
Okay.
No. No, they aren't mine.
Good.
Is this your sister's violin?
Cool.
And no, it isn't hers.
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 So again, make sure to put the S, because if you leave the S, then I think you're going to say her violin.
Yeah.
No, it isn't her violin. How do you say violin in Italian?
Violino.
Violino. Okay.
Yeah.
Violin in Spanish. Cool.
And
Next.
is that Mr. and Mrs. Garcia's van? No, it isn't theirs.
Okay, perfect.
Is this my recipe for no? Is this my recipe for fruit cake? No, it isn't. Yours.
Cool.
Are these your son's sneakers? No, they aren't his.
Okay.
And is that your car? No, it isn't mine.
He doesn't want a ticket.
Yeah.
Or he's happy that it's not his.
Yeah.
All right. Now we got to decide which of the two words we are using. How did I just do that?
You know.
How did I do that? I don't like. No.
Okay.
Okay. I'm back. All right. You know, my parents aren't as sympathetic as your parents.
Really? I think yours are much more sympathetic than mine.
Good. So we're actually saying that it's not true. It's the opposite direction.
Yeah. Sympathetic?
Sympathetic is to show concern or care for somebody. Like to pay attention, give attention to the other person. If they get hurt and you, oh yeah, simpatico.
I don't know. I have this. Okay, I have.
It is a different word.
Is different because simpatico is in Italian is the means is nice, friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, is sympathetic is the people understand the problem of the author.
They have emotion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comprensivo. I don't know in Spanish.
Comprehensivo in Spanish.
Yes. Yeah, same in Italian.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Robert's cookies aren't as delicious as his sister's cookies. Really? I think his are much more delicious than hers.
with the S. Very good.
Yeah. Our computer isn't as fast as their computer.
Okay.
Really? I think our is much faster than theirs.
Cool. You got it. This is good. You're going well on this.
My pronunciation isn't as good as your pronunciation. Don't be ridiculous. Yours is much better than mine.
Cool. Now, this is a good example right here where your versus yours. If we wanted to say your, then we would have to repeat pronunciation. Your pronunciation is much better than mine, or my pronunciation. And there's no reason to repeat the big words. So we just say yours, mine.
Yeah, yours, mine.
We don't have to worry about repeating it. We already said it twice in the first part.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Jane's briefcase isn't as attractive as her husband's briefcase. Really? I think her is much more attractive than his.
Okay, hers and his and hers. Very good. I like the different formats. This book gets a little more detailed than the blue book, the early book. So I like this.
Okay.
All right, my neighborhood.
My neighborhood isn't as quiet as your neighborhood, but it's much interesting. No, so much. It's more interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, in the parentheses,
No,
it's
yeah,
only
yeah.
suggestion.
Okay.
Susan's sofa.
What? Here change much more.
Just more, or well, the much more you can do. If you don't want to use the word much, that just means more extreme.
Okay, but it's same. I called the
much more interesting.
Yeah.
So I could just say it's
Oh
more
yeah, much. Okay,
I could
okay.
say it's much more interesting.
I use both. Yeah, okay. I confuse for this. I don't remember. I can use both.
Okay.
Susan's sofa and isn't has and more fashion.
Use the adjective.
Okay.
We don't use more in the first part of the comparison.
Isn't has fashionable her sister's sofa.
Okay, so isn't as fashionable as. Okay. Always we hear the as on both sides.
Okay. Susan's sofa as fashionable as her sister's sofa. No?
Isn't
okay.
as good.
But it's much more comfortable.
You got it.
This apartment isn't as apartments.
So we have
apartments are. These apartments are.
Remember, we're doing it negative, so we got to make a couple changes here.
These apartments aren't as modern as our apartment, but they're much larger.
There we go. And that's
in
a
this
tricky,
case,
see, you caught it.
case, if I use larger, I don't use more.
Correct.
Much larger.
Just much larger.
Okay, larger. Okay. George's car isn't as powerful as Jack's car, but it's much more reliable.
Okay, it's much more reliable.
Reliable. What is it? I don't remember reliable.
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 Well, there's two ways to look at it. If it's for the object, like the machine, then it means it doesn't break down. It doesn't need repairs. It always functions.
Okay.
If you're talking about the person, then you're talking about he goes to work on time, he does the job, he returns the phone call. Okay. So we're talking about the person's ability. Here we're talking about the car's ability. So yeah, much more reliable.
Reliable. The weather in our city is the weather in our city isn't as warm as the weather in your city, but it's much more sunny.
All right, so sunny is again ends in the Y. So sunnier.
Okay. Sunnier. My parents aren't as talkative as my cousin's parents, but they're much more understanding.
Very good.
The movie we rented the last weekend wasn't as exciting as this movie, but it was much better.
Cool, you got it. Good changes to better. Okay, very good.
Okay.
All right, so here we're comparing two items, two things.
Ken's tie isn't as attractive as Len's tie. You are right. Len's tie is more attractive than Ken's tie.
Okay.
English. Oh no, so okay. Donald, he isn't as nice as Ronald. You are right. Ronald is more nicer.
Can't do that. You just need nicer.
And okay, Ronald is nicer than Donald.
Okay. Ronald is nicer than Donald. Very good.
Larry isn't as lazy as his brother. You are right. Larry's brother is lazier than his brother.
Larry's brother, so we can't do that.
Larry's
This is a tricky one. Larry's brother
is a plural. Okay.
No, it's not plural at all. It's possessive.
Okay, Larry's brother.
So change that to the brother of Larry.
Okay, well, Larry isn't lazy is brother. You're right. Okay, Larry's brother is
Who is lazier, the brother or Larry?
and lazy is the brother. Larry's
Brother
brother
is lazier.
is lazier than Larry.
You got it. You got it.
Okay.
It's, I love, everybody gets confused because of the way they write it, but it's just the logic
Yeah.
of the, like, you have to look at who is the person. It's the brother. So the brother is lazier. All right, my son isn't as talkative
My
as
son
your son.
isn't as talkative as your son. You're right. My son is more talkative than your son.
Very good. My son, your son. So what they did differently here is, instead of having a negative, well, they had the negative, but then you had to look at who you're talking to on the other side, because you're in agreement. You're right.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, no, it's the opposite, we are agreeing. All right, move along here. Where's my ticket? Who has mine? I don't want to stand in line. Who has hers? Who has his? I wonder where my
ticket is. He has
his.
well,
I have
sorry.
mine.
I have
She
mine.
has
She has
hers.
hers. Everything
Everything's
fine.
fine. Yay. Go ahead. So what do you think?
His job is easy. Her is too. Mine's a more difficult job to do. His job as simple as A, B, C.
A, B, C.
C. Mine require a PhD.
You have to be a doctor of knowledge.
What is it they exactly translate PhD?
Doctor of philosophy.
Okay. Okay, H is with philosophy. Okay.
Right.
Doctor in philosophy.
But it could be the philosophy of psychology, or the philosophy of computers or something. You know, there, you can be a PhD of different subjects.
Okay. Who should we hire?
Hire.
Who should we hire? Okay.
Right.
Do you think we should hire Miss Blake or Miss Maxwell? I'm not sure. Mr. Blake has lively.
So this is a new word for us. It's not in the book before. Lively is like social, animated.
Okay.
Not quiet.
Okay. As Maxwell, asked Mr. Maxwell, but he's much smarter.
Okay.
I agree. Mr. Blake is very smart, but in my opinion, Mr. Maxwell is more talented than Mr. Blake.
So maybe Mr. Maxwell. Okay.
Well, perhaps Mr. Blake isn't as talented as Mr. Maxwell, but I think he's probably more honest.
Okay.
Do you really think so? Yes, I think Mr. Blake is much better for the job. We should hire him.
Good. This is a good one because now we see the discussion that goes around talking about the opinions of the different levels or kinds of talent.
Do you think we should hire Miss Taylor or Miss oh sorry, we should hire Miss Taylor or Miss Tyler? I'm not sure. Miss
Ms. With the
Miss.
Z.
Yeah. Miss Tyler isn't has more friendly.
Right, so here that we don't change the word, only use friendly.
As friend, okay, as friendly, yes. As Miss Taylor, but I think she's much more intelligent.
Okay.
But Miss Taylor is talkative and
more talkative.
More talkative and more polite
okay.
than Miss Tyler. That's true, but I think Miss Tyler is more capable than Miss Taylor. I think we should hire her.
Okay. Yeah, better to have abilities over talkative.
I don't remember one thing. Miss is for both when you don't know if for non-offend because
exactly, it's so you don't offend.
Because the different miss when is young, miss, exactly.
Sure.
And Mears when is more Mrs.
For married.
Okay, Mrs. for married. And Mids is in the middle when you don't know.
Sure.
Okay.
Or because it's not important to the job.
Okay.
It's only important in the social life.
Okay. Mrs.
Well, you had the sirens before. Now I have the sirens.
Okay. Do you think we should hire Mario or Victor?
Oh boy.
I don't know. Mario's meatballs are better than Victor's, but his desserts aren't as delicious as Victor's dessert. That's true. But Mario's vegetable stew is more interesting than Victor's. What is stew? I don't remember stew.
In Spanish, it's guisado.
Stew.
Goulash.
Oh, okay. Stufato. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, stufato. Okay. I don't know why use interesting for the food. Yeah, maybe it's delicious.
Yeah, the only reason I might use more interesting is if it has more colors of vegetables or something.
Yeah, maybe if you talk about the article, the book. But okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Spicy something. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Mario is much faster than Victor. He is also more nicer than Victor. No only nicer.
Yeah.
Nicer than Victor. You are right. I think we should hire Mario.
So you're doing well. We still have to think about the short words like nice to not use more.
Okay.
Oh, we're done. So you could say with that, you can say much nicer, or you can say nicer, but we can't say more nice, and we can't say much nice.
Is correct?
No.
No.
You cannot
Okay.
say much nice. You can just
Okay.
say very nice.
Okay.
If you want to do that. All right, so we're going to jump over here. I didn't go down to chapter 6. We'll be there in a sec.
Okay, sorry. I changed a book.
Oh yeah, you too. I'm gonna get some water.
Number, the chapter 5 or 6?
6. We're moving.
Oh.
And I think you'll find this helps with chapter 5, because now we're gonna do the superlatives. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get more water.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm back. So the difference between a comparative and a superlative is we're going to be using more objects or more people. So you can only do a comparative of 2 when you have 3, 4, 10, 100. Superlative is the way to go. So now you are looking for the extreme, going to the maximum or the minimum. So we use words like the most or the least. All right, vocabulary. All right, so number 1, she is
right.
She's riding a bicycle. She's energetic.
Energetic. Okay.
Right.
All the adjective.
All
Okay.
the adjectives. Very good.
Okay.
Number 2, the man
Number 2 is funny.
He's a comic. He's funny. Good.
Popular. Funny or popular. I don't know. Funny. Funny. The 3 generous. The 4 helpful.
Helpful. So helpful is you give your labor or your assistance, or you help make the connections the person needs.
Okay. Honest.
All right. So he says to her, yes, that was me. I broke your window.
Yeah, when I was a young, I know honest, I broken a few windows.
I don't know about windows, but I certainly didn't do all the things correctly.
Okay.
All right, number 6.
Lazy.
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 Doesn't want to clean, doesn't want to work.
Mean. What is mean?
Oh, he's stepping on the flowers. That's not good.
Yeah.
I protect the flowers.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, number 8.
Nice.
All right, we don't know her actions, but I trust it's true.
Yeah. When it is nice, is not beautiful.
Oh, they can be beautiful and nice. But yeah, sometimes people use nice the word.
If you describe the girl nice, is not beautiful.
Ordinary.
Okay, noisy. Oh, this is a you. Yeah.
Different drums, but yes, possibly me.
Obnoxious. What is it? This strange obnox.
Odioso.
Oh, odioso. Okay.
Obstinante.
No,
No.
no, odioso. Exactly. In Italy. Yeah. Is this strange?
Repugnante.
Obnoxious. Yeah.
Repugnante.
Yeah. Obnoxious. Odioso. Okay.
So he's not letting the teacher teach,
Yeah.
or they cannot have a conversation because he's
Disturb.
occupied the
Yeah.
time.
Disturb.
Yeah, disturb them. All right,
Okay.
number 11.
Patient.
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 Right.
Patient. Patient.
Now, this word is the same spelling as when you go to the doctor. Today you
Patient.
were the patient.
Patient. Okay. It's same word.
Same word, but
Yeah.
different meaning.
Yeah, it's the same in Italian. In Italian is a paziente. Have the same
Paziente.
meaning is for the people say the doctor, and the same the girl here and waiting.
Wow.
Yeah, it's same. Yeah.
Did not know that. Okay.
Popular,
Right.
rude, sloppy. What is this? Okay, I understand with the pitch.
Desordenado.
Yeah, in the drawing I understand the sloppy, disordinato. Stubborn.
Sin obstante.
Stubborn.
Burro. Terco.
Okay. Duro.
Maybe, yeah. You don't want to contribute. You don't want to join.
Testardo.
You don't want to
Yeah.
do anything.
Testardo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured there would be a good word. Now, sloppy could also be when you are working, if you are a painter, you don't want to get the paint on the furniture and the floor. You only want to paint the wall.
Okay. Slop.
Yeah, let's see what you have for Italian.
Sciatto. Sciatto. Storce. Okay.
Rude could be
No educate.
vulgar, or
Yeah.
your manners are not polite.
Yeah.
So that would definitely. And we're gonna go through. I will see if I can find for next week a list of opposite adjectives.
Okay.
That's very helpful to have.
Okay.
Because maybe you know the one side, but you don't know the other side. Now you know the opposite.
Okay.
All right, let's move in here. The smartest person I know.
Smartest person.
Now, pay attention. This person said, I know. That means only includes the people they know. They don't know everybody in the world. They don't know everybody in their city. Maybe they don't know everybody in their school. But of all their friends, family, etc., their uncles, their cousins, it is the most. All right, so smart changes to the smartest.
Smartest.
So our rule there is only add EST.
EST.
Because it is a consonant.
Okay, is it the same rule?
Same rules, and
with
one syllable.
Kindest.
The kindest, all right.
Nicest.
Good.
Safest.
So ST.
ST. Yeah, and here you without the Y and
the Y.
and the EST.
Good. So IEST.
Funnest.
Funniest.
Prettiest.
Prettiest. Good.
And
now we have CVC.
The doubly consonant. biggest, hottest.
Perfect. And notice that I use the article the.
The.
The, I could say that person is the smartest.
Okay.
He is the smartest.
The nice. Oh, okay. I use always the article.
Yes.
Okay.
There are some exceptions. His nicest sister. You could do that. His nicest sister. If you're going to add in a possession. You are my kindest friend.
You are my, and I use the T.
Because I changed to pronoun, my or
Okay.
his.
If
That is the only real exception.
if I put the pronoun, you use the article. Without pronoun, use the article. Okay.
Right. All right. Good, good, good.
Okay. I think your friend Margaret is very smart. She certainly is. She is the smartest person I know.
Okay. So she's thinking probably about all of her friends.
Yeah.
She's not including the grown-up people, the adults.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So there you go. We got our form. Now let's go with number one.
Okay. I think your Aunt Emma is very kind.
Okay.
And she certainly is. She is the kindest person I know.
So an example of how we learn about what is kind and what is not kind comes from experience. So the more people we know, the more exposure to different situations, the more we do things, the older we are, the more experience. So we can say that she is the kindest because we know what kind means to us.
Well, kind.
Here,
I don't understand the means.
Kind is a combination of friendly and generous. So when you go to your Aunt Emma, she does things that your normal family, maybe they don't do. Maybe she says, hey, would you like to play with this game? Do you want to? She has a cat. You don't have a cat.
Yeah. Now I understand because I translate, but the adjective change the means to the adverb. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you do kind like class, or type is different.
And for this, I don't understand the means. Okay.
Good.
I think your friend Jim is very bright. Bright.
So here we are using bright, but not brillante like light. We're talking about intelligent.
Okay. Is a brillante, bright.
Okay.
Okay.
So can you use brillant for intelligence?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the person has the focal, the light bulb.
Yeah. He certainly is.
Okay.
He is the brightest person I know.
Excellent. You're doing all right here. Okay, number three.
Okay. I think your parents are very nice and they certainly are. And they are the nicer person I know.
Okay.
Nicest.
Nicest. So here we would change to people because it is two people. So they're the nicest people I know. And it's
Okay,
okay.
because a
It's okay to have them together, but they are still individual.
yeah, person is singular.
Good. So they're the smartest or the nicest people I know.
Person is singular, people is a plural.
Correct.
Okay, and it's strange for me because in Italy we have maybe saying in Spain, a person is a singular, and I have persone is a plural.
Personas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Spanish, they have that same.
Okay, okay, same Spanish. Okay. And I think your Uncle Ted is very funny.
Ha, 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 ha.
Okay. He certainly is. He is the funniest person I know.
Very good. Okay.
I think your sister is very poetic. She certainly is. She's the prettiest person I know.
Cool.
And I think your cousin Amy is very friendly. She's certainly is. She's the friendliest person I know.
Friendliest. Good.
I think
Yes.
I think your friend Larry is very lazy. He is certainly is. He is the laziest person I know.
Very good.
I
How do
think
we spell laziest?
L A Z I E S T.
You got it. I think your landlord is very mean.
Is very mean. He certainly is. He is the meanest, the meanest person I know.
Oh boy. I was a landlord. I was not mean. I was good. How do you say mean in Italian?
Mean, I don't know because I don't
Malo, something like that.
mean.
So not nice.
Mean is significato. Okay, okay. I translate now. Have the different means.
Yep.
Meschino, avaro.
Avaro. Oh, I like that.
Avaro, indeed. Maybe the landlord is avaro because he won the money.
Yeah, knock on the door.
Yeah. Okay. And okay, I think your roommates.
All right, roommates.
Roommates.
So this is plural. So it is the people you live with.
Okay. I think your roommates are very sloppy. And
they certainly are.
Yes, they certainly are. And the sloppy people I know.
You got it. So you're getting it. You can see this chapter. We just have to use the new form. And that's why the other document we did on Tuesday, I really like, because it shows side by side the comparison we
Yeah.
do. All right, the most energetic
Energetic
person I know.
person I know.
So smart, the smartest, funny, the funniest, nice, the nicest,
nicest,
big, the biggest.
biggest, the
Now we
most
have extra
energetic.
syllables.
Yeah, the most energetic, the most interesting, the most patient, the most stubborn.
Ooh, the most stubborn. That's a tongue
Stubborn.
twister.
Yeah. Okay. I think your grandmother is very energetic. She certainly is. She is the most energetic person I know.
Very good. All right, so now we have your friend Carlos.
I think your friend Carlos is very interesting. He certainly is. He is the most interesting person I know.
Cool.
Okay. And I think your grandfather is very generous,
Mm-hmm.
and he certainly is. He is the most generous person I know.
So what does he have in his hand?
Sorry?
What is in his hand? What is he giving to her?
What is ice cream? I don't know. With the candy, what is?
Well, it's probably candy. For me, I think it's 3 maracas.
Oh, maracas.
I think it's maracas. So he's a good grandfather. I like him.
Okay. 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 I think your cousins are very talented.
Cool.
And they certainly are. They are the most talented people I know.
Cool. All right, so when we do pronunciation for the word are, they certainly are. So I know from hearing Italian, I have another friend who I will introduce you to sometime. He and his girlfriend, they drum. Anyway, it's hard when the word starts with the vowel. You want to put the H sound. So are, well, it's not easy, but there you go. They are.
They are.
And there we're only hearing the letter R.
Are. Yeah.
All right, go.
Okay. I think, and our English teacher is very patient.
Right. Patient.
Sorry. And he certainly is.
Okay.
And he's the most patient, but more patient, most patient person I know.
Okay. So yeah, we have to remember several things. We have to remember the, and then we have to say most. And then we say the adjective.
Yeah.
The most patient. All right, number 5.
Okay. I think your nephew Andrew is very stubborn. He certainly is. He is the most stubborn person I know.
Okay. So nephew. Who is a nephew? Do you have any nephews?
Sorry?
Do you have nephews in your family?
Yes, but it's not directly because my brother he don't have the son, but
Okay.
my cousins, the son of my cousin is the nephew.
Okay. And do you have an uncle who is living?
Yeah,
So you are his nephew.
yeah.
Very good. Um, I my mom has one sister. That's it. Everybody else on my dad's side, finito.
Well,
All right.
yeah.
So what is interesting here, if they made this boy look younger, when the child is about 2 years old, they learn the word no, and they learn that no is powerful. So this is like a 2-year-old child. No, I will not brush my teeth.
Yeah, this is
I
my
won't
son.
go to bed.
This is my son. My
Ah,
son. If you have all question, the first answer is no. Why
ah.
no? It's no.
And how old is he now?
12.
So he's doing it with his friends. He's
Yeah,
comparing with his friends
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
All right, let's go. Number 6.
Okay. I think your younger brother is very polite,
Cool.
and he certainly is. He is the most polite person I know.
All right. You got it. Most polite.
I think your older sister is very bright. She certainly is. She's the most bright person I know.
Brightest.
No, yeah. Which year change? Brightest, most. I use most always.
Only when it's 3, 4 syllables or
Okay,
2 syllables without Y.
okay. But she's brightness person I know.
The brightest person I know. Great.
The bright. Yeah. I think your upstairs neighbor is very noisy, and
Again with the drums.
you stay downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah. In this here, I am downstairs.
He certainly is. He's the noisiest person I know.
Okay. Very good.
I think your downstairs neighborhood is very rude. He certainly is. He is the rudest, the rudest person I know.
So he doesn't respect the hours. He's yelling outside the window.
Yeah.
You know, that happens here because our hours are different. So we have to be careful at 2 o'clock in the morning. But the other people at 9 in the morning, they walk in front of our building, right, talking outside the window, and they don't think anybody is inside. Yeah, we're sleeping. We're on the other side, but don't talk outside somebody's windows. I don't. For me, it's too early. For them, they probably are awake at 6 a.m.
I remember the last year when I was in Florida for 3 months.
Okay.
Always in the morning, in 6:30 in the morning, one man, because the building staying on the beach.
Okay.
Every day, 6:30, one man and walking in the beach and scream ah, every day. Okay.
Crazy.
No.
All right, we got two more and then we are
Okay.
finished.
I think the Senator Smith is very honest.
Okay.
He certainly is. He is the honestest,
So here
honestest.
EST is already here, the most honest.
Okay, yeah, the more, yeah, the most honest, yeah, and the person I know.
Cool.
I think our history professor is very boring. He certainly is. He is the most boring person I know.
Very, very, very good.
Thank
You
you.
did very well on that. Oh, I didn't realize how dark it got on me here. So put on a little
And
more light next time.
okay, you have a great weekend and
Yeah.
see you the next when you want the next week. Well,
Probably Tuesday and Friday
okay,
again is good. I'll
okay,
double check because of the Jewish
okay,
holiday. But I
okay.
think Tuesday's okay.
You send me a message.
Thanks.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Good night.